guys, welcome back to another Q&A video. Today I'm going to be talking to you about archival art and what exactly it means. So basically, when somebody says that their artwork is archival, it generally means that it's going to last a long time. When you think of, like, in history, you have archival things, you've got archival books and resources and everything, and sources for comparison and all that kind of stuff. It's basically the same, just means that when you create an artwork using archival materials and archival paper and so on and so forth, it just generally means that it's going to last a long time. So you're talking about the longevity of your piece. When it comes to archival materials, you have to be really careful because not all materials are archival. Like the student grade art materials that you can get, they're generally not going to last a long time. The things that are going to last a long time are going to be the more expensive equipment. So in terms of coloured pencils, luminance coloured pencils are the most archival because they're the most light fast. Generally, when something is light fast, it tends to be archival because the light's not going to fade it. You just want to look out for things that are going to last a long time. If you're having trouble finding materials or finding out whether they're archival, visit the manufacturer's website. It will always say on there whether they are of a high grade quality, whether they're archival or whether they're light fast. When you're looking for archival type paper, the main thing you're looking for is the fact that it is acid free. When something is acid free, it means that there's no chemicals or anything that's going to make the paper deteriorate any quicker than naturally possible. A type of acid free paper is the Fabriano Artistico, which I always use. That's acid free. And to find out again whether your paper is acid free, visit the manufacturer's website if it doesn't say so on the packaging. Most good quality paper does say acid free and all that jazz on the packaging, so you're good. When it comes to adhesives, tapes, glues and all that, not all of them are archival and not all of them are going to stick forever. You don't expect something modern day made adhesive wise to stick for a long time. However, you can buy stuff like this, my masking tape which I use to back my mounts and my certificates of authenticity. This is a pH neutral tape, which is generally the best kind that you can buy. It is acid free, you can see there. Acid free, 100% guaranteed. And it's a neutral tape, so it's not going to add any additional acids into your paper or anything. It's not going to harm them in any way. So you want to look out for something like that as well. In terms of inks and things when you're making prints, it's really important that you use archival inks because you want it to last a long time. It's there in the title. When somebody buys a print from yourself, they don't want it to fade in the frame after a little while. They want it to stay crisp and neat and full of colour vibrancy. So you really want to look for archival inks along with acid-free paper will make your artwork or print last a long time. You can also buy an archival conservation grade Mountboard, which is the best quality that you can buy. So if you're thinking of mounting any pieces, you want to make sure that it's of conservation grade, and that's going to make sure that it doesn't bow, doesn't yellow, doesn't harm your artwork in any way. You really want to make sure that you try and buy the best quality possible, especially when you're selling on to customers. You don't want to sell them a cheap, like cruddy kind of artwork. You want to source and buy the best possible materials to make your art last forever. So why is this all important? I said it at the beginning, it's important because you want to guarantee the lifetime of your artwork. It's as simple as that. If your artwork isn't going to last, then you probably shouldn't be making and selling it, because 10, 15 years down the line, if your artwork starts to fade and just becomes a really horrible yellow piece of paper with hardly any marks on it, the person that bought that from you is going to feel kind of cheated because they bought something from you that they wanted to keep forever because they loved it. They loved your creation. So the fact that you haven't put the effort into making your creation archival and to last a long time, it's going to make your buyer feel really cheated by you. So you always want to make sure that you purchase the best quality that you can afford. If you're thinking of selling to someone and you've only got like cheap brands, take the steps possible to make sure that your artwork is going to last a long time. Research how you can make and preserve the lifetime of your artwork. You can buy all this fancy glass now. When you're purchasing frames, you can buy UV protected glass, which is going to limit the amount of damage that the sun rays are going to do if it's going to be hung in a lot of light. You can take lots and lots of steps to preserve your artwork. So if you don't have the best quality materials, then definitely make sure that you invest in a good quality preservation technique. That being said, the best thing to do is to make sure that you have those high grade quality materials. It might cost a lot and you might be thinking, so much outlay, there's like so many expensive materials that you need to create works of art, but it really is going to pay off, especially when you start to sell and you start to produce your artwork to the public. It's going to make your customers feel a lot better when you can tell them, yes, this is going to last forever, or at least until your customer has long gone. If you're making artworks which are just for yourself, then obviously you don't have to worry about archival or preservation of your artwork. It's just for you, and especially if you're just going to make prints. But again, if you're going to make prints, make sure that your inks and everything are archival. That's basically it. A few of you have asked me, messaged me and emailed what exactly archival and lightfast mean. Well, archival and lightfastness kind of go hand in hand. They're slightly different, but it's generally the same. Lightfastness just means that something's gonna last long in the light, and archival is just taking the step to preserve your artwork for as long as possible. So that's all I have for you today. If you have any questions, post them below. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up on this video and follow me on all of my social media sites. I will catch you in the next video, guys. I hope you have a great week. Bye!